Hello, guys. Today is November 17th, Wednesday, and I hope you have seen all the previous episodes because we have started it on November 1 only. So, if you have been following it from the start, it will be easier for you to understand various articles which come to our channel. And again, to contact us, many students keep commenting, like, sir, how to reach you, how to ask about test series. In almost every video and in every description box and everywhere, we are telling you already how to contact us. There are various means. You can anyway check out the YouTube pages and the Facebook page, and faster response you will get if you contact us in WhatsApp. Okay, email is there for any other test series queries. Instagram page you can go and like. Then Telegram also we have in the same number. Contact personally to me, or there is a group which you can join. So all these things are already there. Okay, and it's told in multiple videos. So if you are a person who is trying to prepare for the first time in UPSC, or if you are someone who have tried again and still failing, and you are not understanding what is going wrong, you have to come and contact me. WhatsApp is the best source because instant response you will get. Okay, others will take time. So if you are on my contact list, then every day we will take care of you. Okay, what you have to study, what is to be done, because timetable anyway is there in our channel. And then after that, the videos, okay, economics, geography, polity, economy, everything we are giving you. Okay, so more I'll show you. First we'll see a outlook of what is today's articles. One good thing is this one full big box is Akhilesh Yadav's political campaign. UP elections 2022 will happen. So whether he will win or Yogi Adityanath will win, that kind of things. Okay, so what he has to do, because last time they tried with tie up with Congress and other parties and all big alliance they made, still they failed. Okay, so whether there is a chance for them and what they should do. So here they are telling like 3R model or 3R promises. Okay, like one is this Ram, because Ayodhya is there, Ram, and then rations, that is welfare schemes, and then representation. He is trying to give more representation to the people from OBC, from Muslim category, and all these things, and so they can get the votes of those people. Okay, in those communities. So that is his agenda, RRR agenda. So that's what I understood from this article. Else UPSC sake, there is nothing here. Okay, then here in second page, if you see, this is a continuation of yesterday's article. We discussed CBI and Enforcement Directorate. So you have to mandatorily watch that, because there I explained the entire theory of CBI and ED. Okay, so this is just a continuation. If you did not watch that one, this when I explain today, you will not understand. Okay, so this is one we will discuss. Then here back to square one is the Mullaperiyar issue, for which again there is a state-wise thing, but because it's important and it's going since many years, already we have made a video. So that video I'll show you, and also in this just a few points related to the theory part that I'll show you. Okay, then here gender imbalance in climate talk. Okay, this one usually many authors have no other job. They'll keep telling like here female is less, here male is more. So that kind of thing will be there. Okay, whenever like suppose India, when the defense ministry meetings happens, when India had the female defense minister, when entire world everybody was sending male people, male defense minister, India was the only one with female. Or when Sushma Swaraj was their external affairs, that time this newspaper never wrote any good thing. Okay, they never told like, okay, 99% of the people are like male this thing, and we are the ones who are giving female representation to defense ministry and these things and all. Okay, now when in COP26 meeting, okay, COP26 meeting, when the numbers are like male is more and female is less, they are criticizing India, like India is like very low when it comes to gender imbalance and all these things. So when good things happen, they will never tell. Bad things happen, they like to make tables and charts. These are again some female people, okay, have written this and all. So I'll show you this, what is this table chart and all. Okay, then here if you see this tribal thing, again theory is very less, but we'll still see. Okay, Birsa Munda and his Jayanti and all is told here. So a spectrum already we discussed that video I'll show you. Then here the Taliban. Okay, so Taliban, again articles are repeating nowadays. If you have followed my previous episodes, you will know. So here they are just telling the different countries perspective, like India what they'll do, Pakistan what they'll do, China what they'll do, Russia what they'll do, Central Asian countries what they'll do. So that in just one slide I'll tell you what is the problem with each countries and what is their perspective towards Taliban. Okay, then here if you see for more than a waiver. So this is like India is buying weapons from Russia, so that USA was not liking during Trump's regime and all. So that extended article, it is a very simple thing, but I'll tell you what it is. Okay, then here it is about the inflation and things going up and down. So it's full numbers. Okay, like 5.23 percentage increase to 2.3, then 2.3 to 5.6. Full number games it is. Basically you have to know what is WPI and CPI and the IIP. Different type of inflation is there. So Vaishya already covers everything in detail in our test series and charts. So I'll show you a chart here. Okay, so this also a chart format. So basically I think 3 to 4 articles to discuss, and remaining are just like one slider I will show you. Okay, so first that gender imbalance in climate talk. So as I told, only 17% of Indian delegation at the recently concluded COP26 climate summit were women. Okay, and they are telling different examples. So like there are many countries where women were not even there. Okay, like Turkmenistan and some Yemen and some countries they told. Okay, so this proportion number games, you don't have to worry. It's not very important. But they are telling that only gender imbalance, more male were there and lesser female were there in the representation from India side. And also they are telling all male delegations were there once upon a time in COP 3, COP 5, COP 6.2 and COP 7. That time not even a single female was there. Compared to that it is better, but still this is not enough. Okay, because there are other rich countries who are sending like more than 50% percentage women. Okay, so that in different charts they have put here. If you see here in this also, that same thing which is told COP 3, 5 and 6.2 and 7, you see blank because here females are not there. Okay, remaining everywhere it's like female like up and down. Okay, and here if you see the GDP per capita versus the share of women they have put. So they are seeing like richer countries. Okay, Switzerland, Iceland and all, the female they are telling it's more, but the other countries, India is somewhere here. Okay, India is here. So here our GDP per capita is also lower, and here our number of women is also lower in percentage wise. Okay, 17%. So like that they have charted it in different format. So it's not of very much significance. And here if you see even the speaking, not only going there, after that whether they are speaking or not. So men are speaking more than women. So they are again putting it. So gender balance imbalance, you have to write good articles, and it's a true fact also. But this authors never, as I told, highlight whenever the female counterpart is more, that time no articles will come. Okay, so you should not be biased and see India in a bad light. You should see that we are improving, and in future again it will increase. Okay, so that's about this table. And the WPI CPI article which I told, we have lot of tests, we have lot of lectures also. Now lectures are going on. If you can go and check, inflation lectures are going on next week, and from that you can learn all these things. Okay, so basically there are WPI, there is CPI, there is IIP, and there is a PPI, then there is SPI, okay, HPI. There is many indexes. So UPSC have asked questions in round and round, and now they have stopped asking it. There are very less questions directly to these indexes. Inflation general question will come, but not these kind of things. So maybe in future it will come. So whatever is the, like this is just a, what to say, like a basket of goods. Okay, like how you calculate WPI means there will be a basket of goods. So in that goods, see here, headline or core inflation, that is no food or fuel in the core inflation part. And here if you see different types are there. CPI itself, rural is there, urban is there, and then agriculture labor, rural labor. So these are all, when you see here, you will not understand because this is a revision chart given to our test series students, because they'll study from the test series the theory properly. Then finally revision time when they glance through this, they are going to get full marks no matter wherever question comes. Okay, in the past whatever questions have come, it will be answerable from this table alone. Like this, more than 200 plus charts or 250 plus charts this year we are giving to students who are enrolled to the test series. So you will never miss out on prelims factual things. Okay, so don't worry about this. So the ministry you have to know, the frequency you have to know, the base year you have to know, because that will keep updating also. The base year will keep changing. See here, food is higher weightage. This was asked by UPSC, like manufacturing has higher weightage or fuel has higher weightage. UPSC already asked, okay, this manufacturing, electricity, this weightage, everything is important. So see to it that you not only watch the videos, you come and enroll so that you get to access to these. Okay. Now again, as I told, all these are part of the free coaching. So if you want, you have to come and enroll and subscribe. This one is the channel which we are telling you to subscribe, but it is not increasing. Please subscribe this because the non-editorial current affair things are covered here. Okay, and from this direct questions will come. This year already Padma Award question came. Okay, Air India question already came a few years back. Apex Summit is yet to come, so it's a potential question. Then this International Solar Alliance 2-3 times question came. Then indexes are UPSC's favorite. So if you don't do this, okay, again here, see Mullaperiyar. Today's article, you have to watch this video, you will get all the answers. You don't need to read the Hindu article actually. So this is how you have to be prepared in the right way. When we tell watch means you have to watch. Okay, and if you see these faculty who are putting day and night effort, they are not getting the reward which they should get. Okay, see here, 38 views, 50 views. For this number of people, you yourself think from your side, will you take an effort of making such a PPT and presentation in a video by reading a textbook and simplifying it if there are only 50 people to watch your lecture? You will not do right. So please see to that you are going and watching this, then putting a one like and also one comment, sir, thank you sir, or like waiting for your next lecture, something put, so they get inspired to do more and more lectures for you, because every textbook is needed for UPSC and we are trying to cover it. Okay, so see to that everything crosses 500 views or 600 views, else we'll have to shut down forcefully all these things, and you have to forcefully come and enroll to the test series, complete one, prelims plus mains. Okay, because only then you will get all the detailing which is being covered in these lectures. Okay, so comment it under every video. These are the thumbnails. You can again go through. And to contact me, I already showed you, but quicker response in WhatsApp. Now, as I told, the first one is a tribe-related article. Okay, Birsa Munda. So that you have to go and watch the Spectrum thing. You go simply search Vaishya Spectrum Tribal. Okay, these are one of the most viewed lectures also. If you see 36K and all. Those days, 2017, I used to make a lot of history lectures. That's how this channel started also. So they have good response, and it's like a bible for people who are looking for modern history's best lectures in English. Okay, so in this already all the tribal movements, including Birsa Munda's one I have told, and also in our history test series in both Spectrum and the extra full test of history, a lot of Birsa Munda special questions have come, and from that actually last year a question came also which was solvable. So please see to it that you are watching this video because it is come in today's news. Okay, so like a story they start like in the time of Ramayana and in the time of Mahabharata and all these places. Okay, the tribal people and their the clan, they were always mentioned. Okay, if you see here, Rama treats the tribal leader Guha. Okay, meaning he met someone. Then in Mahabharata time, Arjuna went to northeast and see this encounter with Ulupi, princess of the Naga, and marries and have a son there also. So like this, in our historical time onwards, a linkage has been there between everyone. Okay, between the tribal people, between the urban dwellers. Okay, that's what they're telling. Harmonious relationship between forest dwellers and city dwellers. This has been there in our country since time immemorial. Okay, immemorial. But after that, when Britishers came and all, this enactment of this Criminal Tribes Act 1871 came. Okay, in which they started treating the tribal people as like criminals or like uncivilized and uncultured, barbarian. They are always living in the forest. They are cutting trees. They are killing people, killing animals. This kind of many bad kind of image was told. Okay, like racist tones and all started coming, and this was when the Britishers changed it, the entire image of the tribal people. Okay, so here if you see from Birsa Munda and Tantya Bill in the north and central parts, then this Komaram Bhim, then Talakal Chandu in the south, to the likes of Rani Gaidinilu in the northeast. These are all there in my Spectrum lectures also. Okay, so like this, various tribal revolt and movements happened, and that's how Britishers faced many places. Britishers were in the losing side also, and many side Britishers suppressed them. So like that, they have done many things, and their contributions to the independence movement. Okay, struggle for independence and all, you have to respect. Okay, it has to be fully appreciated. Okay, but many people don't know. It is unknown, and it is not given in our textbooks also properly. Very rarely textbooks has half a chapter, one chapter about them. So that has to be improved. Okay, so November 15th, okay, that is why this is news. November 15th, they are celebrating as the birthday of Bhagavan Birsa Munda. Why he is called Bhagavan or God? That also you have to go and watch the videos. Okay, then you will come to know, or enroll to the test series. So Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. This is how they are going to call that day. Okay, not only his birthday, it will be called this one, dedicating into the entire freedom fighters of the tribal community. Okay, November 15th. So maybe next year this can be a question. Any tribal movement you can expect. Okay, one question will be surely there. Then it will also ensure that the heritage, culture, and the values of 705 tribal communities, that is scheduled tribe, that constitute around 10% of population, is protected. Now, this number, you will think it is very insignificant, but UPSC asked this also in 2020. Okay, they gave a statement like there are 95 PVTGs in India. Okay, you should know that there are 75 PVTGs in India out of the 705 tribal communities. Okay, so this number is there in every article you read about tribal community in India. This numbers will be there: 705 tribal community and 75 PVTG, okay, particularly vulnerable tribal group. So UPSC took that number and asked you like 95 instead of 75, and it was a wrong statement. So you have to be careful when you see these numbers, don't ignore. Okay, so since independence, there has been no much efforts to improve their social, political, economic, all these conditions of tribal people. There has not been much done. Okay, only thing they do is in the ministerial level, right? We have this Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Uh, their head will be a tribal person. Okay, or in village, if mandatory that ST caste some people has to be given, that they are giving. Other than that, in other, like, no education ministry will be from an ST, no, like president will not become from an ST. So that kind of thing never used to happen. Okay, so that is what they are trying to explain here. Okay, like recently when the cabinet shuffle which happened, that also we have explained in the Vice courses channel. That time many people, 8 ministers were taken from the scheduled tribe. Okay, representing Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, West Bengal. So that's a very good sign. Okay, and they represent these tribes. So tribal things are very important. This Gond, Santal, Midji, Munda, T tribe, Kokana, and Sonowal. Okay, why I'm telling this? Because UPSC will simply put a question like Midji, Kokana, Sonowal were in news, and in the context of what? Okay, so they'll give like tribal group, or they will give PVTG, they will give glacier names, they will give, they have this habit of asking. Okay, this year also it was there, something they gave, and the answer was tribal languages. Okay, so the 4 options, everything will look true, so we will not know if you have not heard these names before. So these are all tribe names. Okay, community names. Now we have cabinet ministers also we have from tribal communities. So from 2004 to 14, they are telling this UPA government time only representation was in the tribal ministry, but now it has changed. Even this tribal ministry itself, I think Vajpayee has started it. Okay, see, Prime Minister Vajpayee set up the separate Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Till then, 1999, no other government thought of having such a dedicated ministry. Okay, so again, the budget also has been increased. Earlier, it was something, and it is doubled. Okay, here 7524 is doubled now in the recent one they are telling. Then here, if you see. Indian Forest Act of 1927. You know, this is a Britishers' time act. That also, after now around 100 years only, now we are amending it. Okay, 2017 we have this new act, and it's a very interesting thing because based on this 2017-18, UPSC asked a question also. What are the minor forest produce? Okay, major forest produce. So that question came. So bamboo, you know, it used to be considered as a tree. Okay, and when it is a tree, what will happen is when you cut down trees and all, it will be like a problem. You will be like fined or you will be punished. Many problems will be there. So what this because the tribal people depend on bamboo and there are many potential benefits of bamboo, they removed it from the tree category. Okay, the definition of tree, bamboo was removed by amending this act. Okay, so this allowed the economic value of bamboo to be used to its full potential. Okay, and they brought the act in consonance with the Forest Right Act of 2006. Okay, so now these are in consonance. Now again, the forest tribals are the biggest beneficiaries. They can do their market value addition and they can do bamboo products and bamboo things, which many things are now being sold in various websites. So that was one economic good thing which happened to them. Okay, then again, they are telling the health development indicators in nutrition, health education, and all. These things were also not being cared for them. Okay, so now this national education policy is there. You know, the new one which is going to come, where we are going to do away with the 10+2 system, and we'll do 5+4+3 system and all. That's a different topic. We'll teach you later, or already covered. We have a video, and in up to class 5, you are going to be instructed in your mother tongue language. So it will be even the tribal language in which you will be taught. So all these things are going to change the way tribal people used to live in India. Okay, even the Eklavya model residential school, you should know what it is and all, where in different places in the tribal children will be given good education. Okay, so that also many new schools are getting sanctioned compared to what we had earlier. Now like it's like double or triple or 4 times the number of schools are being coming. So their health, education, wellness, everything, nutrition, everything is going to increase, because when you go to schools, again your midday meal scheme and your healthy meal and all these things you are going to get. Okay, so here again, if you see this Bhagwan Birsa Munda, about him they are telling he was only 25 years old when he died in the prison. Okay, 1900. He was not hanged or killed or something. In prison he was there and he died from there. Okay, so he fought bravely against the exploitative system of British Raj and spearheaded a movement against the British colonial oppressive system. Okay, so again, if you see here, some more freedom fighters' name they are telling. Okay, this Rani Gaidnilu, who I think even Jawaharlal Nehru and all went to jail and met and all. So some stories are there. So just confirm it. So like that, there are things, okay, which you have to know. There are people who have been mentioned in standard textbooks which are mandatory for you to read. Okay, then again, lot of tribal people and this thing they are telling. Okay, state of Andhra Pradesh. Then here, if you see Chhattisgarh, we have museums. Okay, they are talking about museums. Tribal Freedom Fighter Museum, 10 museums are being set up in all these states. Okay, so the location they can ask match the following. Okay, which place is in which state? Like if you see Kozhikode is in Kerala, this Chindwara is in Madhya Pradesh, or this Tamenglong is from Manipur. So this 10 places you have to by heart it, because UPSC will ask you. Okay, or they are even going one step ahead and like putting these places and then telling like river passing through this area. Okay, so that is the one step ahead and it's very difficult for everyone, but still at least this, if you know with the naming convention, you will understand. Okay, this is somewhere in the northeast, this is somewhere in the south. Okay, so please try to do that. Now again here, November 15, that date which I told, because India's 75th year independence, you know, we are celebrating something called Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, meaning whatever scheme which we have, we are putting under this and telling like we are expanding it in a bigger way. Okay, and so the cultural everything, everyone will be respected. Okay, so this is what the author is trying to tell, and factual things were there. That is why that article was important. Else story wise it was little okay type only. Now the Mullaperiyar Dam, you have to go and watch this video in which we have explained. Again, if you see only 98 people have seen, please go and watch. This is episode number 72 in English current affair episodes in Vice Courses channel. Search like this, Vice Courses Mullaperiyar, or go to that channel. It is one of the recent videos 6 days ago. You have to watch it, then you will understand the issue. Okay, in this article you will see few things only which are useful for exam. If you see, this is a 126-year-old dam, okay, in the Idukki district of Kerala, and it is outcome of a lease agreement which happened in 1886. That is why we are telling 126 years old. Okay, the Travancore, that is the Kerala princely state, and the British government, they had a lease agreement and then it was formed. That is the, you know, there are a lot of west flowing rivers there. Okay, in the Deccan Peninsula most of them are east flowing, but in Kerala there are many west flowing rivers. Okay, starts from the Western Ghat and go into the this thing. This is important because this year a question came like which are the rivers which starts from Eastern Ghat, so they can again ask the west flowing also. This is not, we have revision chart. My students don't have to worry, I'll give you full charts. Okay, So this one, there were like rivers were diverted to go to the east through this dam and tunnel and all. So the operating power, okay, that is the problem here. It is there located in the Kerala Tamil Nadu kind of border area, and it is operated fully by Tamil Nadu. Okay, own, operate, and maintain. So that is why always conflict is there. Okay, because if the dam breaks and the flooding happens, Kerala's like half of the population will get wiped out. Okay, the half of the cities will get wiped out. So Kerala is always in the concern. So rebuilding it or decommissioning it is always in a debate. Whenever rainy season comes, that is when they debate. The non-rainy season, ideally you should repair it, but that time these people don't even care. After that, these both states start fighting on the rainy season. Okay, so that is why the government should take it seriously, whoever is in authority or power. Else it will be a big disaster one day soon. Okay, because where rainfall is happening nowadays, it is beyond imagination. The highest rainfall ever and all is happening each year. It's like a record rainfall. So you cannot wait till the dam breaks and people die. Okay, you cannot evacuate this much people altogether. Okay, so here if you see that safety concern, first time it was raised in 1979. Okay, almost after 100 years, after 1886, 1997, the this thing was there and center intervened, and you know the full capacity of the dam is around 152 feet. Okay, so that time they reduced it to 136 feet. But after that, again, Tamil people something, I think they told we need back to the full capacity, full water is required, and then it again did. But after that, Supreme Court told bring it down to 142 feet. Okay, so 152 is the highest, brought it down to 136. Then after all problems, Supreme Court told okay, keep it 142. Then later when the rain was too much, Kerala government put a law like bring it down again to 136. Okay, but that again went to Supreme Court, again issue, and now there are proof also. There are people like this Baba Atomic Research Center, Central Water Power Research Station. All these people are telling that there is problem and the this thing has to be decommissioned. But it depends also. Some people tell Kerala supporting, some people tell Tamil Nadu supporting. So it depends on the different report comes, and that is why nobody is taking any action. Okay. So now again, the committees are formed and everyone are telling this only, please repair it fast, else it will be a disaster. So other things are stories. These are the factual things I felt you will need it. Okay. Now the third article is CBI term. Yesterday we already discussed the CBI term, which is 2 years, is suddenly going to be increased 5 years. That too, I think 1 year at a time, meaning 1 year extension will be given. Then next year if they feel okay, 1 more year, then 1 more year, like that. So that this article is written by a retired CBI officer, and he is the one person, he is the first person who got that 2 year term. Okay, earlier actually CBI did not have any term. Okay, then when they made like 2 year mandatory term, he was the first person who got that 2 year term, fixed term. Okay, and some little bit I think 4 months extension something he got. So he was very happy that time, and he's telling like just because now suddenly, because yesterday's article, if you remember, it was completely criticizing the government, that government is corrupt, government is favoring the this thing, the CBI people who is loyal to them. So that kind of things were written. So he is telling like just because one rule came or one term came, you cannot immediately doubt the government's decisions, because it's not like it's a dishonest intention or something. There will be a proper reason for it. So before doing anything, don't come into conclusions. That is his first statement what he's telling. Okay, then he told us 20 years ago I was the first beneficiary when the 2 year term came. Okay, first beneficiary of that thing. Okay, and he told that time it was beneficial for him because he was in the middle of a case investigation, and because he got that 2 year full term, he could justify it, he could complete that case or something. Okay, so again these are telling different case studies, which is not important for you. But the recent ordinance is again telling the 2 year making 5 year, right? That one, if it is 1 year at a time, then it can be a little bit doubtful. But you have to anyway increase to 5 years, and that if it's a fixed 5 year, then it's a good thing. Okay, then people can investigate their cases properly. People cannot be removed. Like if even if they go against the government cannot suddenly remove them because they have a fixed guarantee 5 year term. Okay, and he's telling example also in USA, the Federal Bureau of Investigation has 10 year term. Okay, so taking example from that, India also should increase it. India should also increase the term of the people. Okay, the CBI directors. So what is CBI director, what is the law and all, I cannot explain now because we have already explained yesterday. Please watch that episode. Yesterday's was I think most important editorial which I discussed in the last 2 weeks, because many polity related and international relation related article was there. Okay, so again he's telling this only, straight 5 year term for the director should be given instead of granting this 1 year extension at a time. Okay, because that will be like based on your, because that will be misused. The government will see, okay, whether he's loyal to us, okay, give 1 more year. Then again loyal to us, give 1 more year. That should not be done. 5 year fixed term should be given. Okay, then last one more thing is there, this states, right? The states, if you see, they are not allowing, because CBI, one thing is, no, CBI is a very complicated body. It takes all its powers from different act. Okay, something from Vigilance Commission Act, something from Delhi Special Act. So they don't have a proper central act. Okay, so that is why states have to give permission for CBI to enter into their state and do any investigation. So these states, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Kerala, majorly it is non-BJP states. So they are, whenever some investigation is there, they will immediately tell, okay, you cannot enter our state, we did not give you permission. So this is a problem. Okay, so a court also has to interfere. Then the act act also they tell like there is no law where you can forcefully do investigation in our state without consulting with us. Okay, and also now if you see they are following the existing old CRPC system and all these things. So CBI and police body looks like almost same. There should be a difference, right? CBI should be a little above. So differentiating them, new law should come. Like income tax people and all have several act and they are having the power to go and raid wherever they want. Like that some act should be there so that CBI doesn't fall under the mercy of the state government. This is also one thing the same retired CBI officer has told. Okay, so this kind of few extra points, but basically yesterday's article was more important. Now the Taliban thing, again as I told already, many articles we have discussed, but different country wise the author has written. Okay, you see China are like people, you know, like they will never care of the humanitarian crisis or the welfare there. They are mainly concerned about their one belt one road, which is passing through our Indian POK also, Pakistan also, and it will go to Afghanistan also. So that is their concern and personal interest, and that is how their policy will be defined. Okay, this is the summary. I'm just going to tell you summary because that article is simply stretched in the Hindu. If you want, you can read the article to get more detailing of each point, but this is the summary of each country. Okay, so one belt one road and personal interest is what is China's interest in Taliban, okay, in Afghanistan. Pakistan, you know, it's like always good for nothing country, never going to help anyone because such a small country and they got independence same along with India, and see where Pakistan is there and where India is there. Okay, India's sum of billionaires, if you take a Reliance Group or something, their entire income is more than the GDP of Pakistan, I think. So this good for nothing country don't know to develop them itself and always fighting for extra land of Kashmir and this thing and treating people in Balochistan poorly. If they had taken seriously their own area instead of spending lot of things in defense and unwanted things, they would have become a rich country by now. Okay, because the smaller the country, it is faster to make it a developed country. Okay, it's easy to make it developed country faster. Okay, but these people, you know, they are not going to do anything. Again, bringing in Kashmir issue. Also now when Taliban came there, it's like they're happy. Okay, the military is mostly in power there in Pakistan. They'll be now using their power also, maybe merging with Taliban forces and coming to attack Kashmir also, because if Taliban, some military people can capture the entire Afghanistan, surely getting Kashmir also is not a big problem. But one good thing is that India has a strong military and India's leadership has given the full freedom to military to go and do whatever they want. Okay, if one attack is there, 10 attacks will be given back. In present context, I'm telling. In future, I don't know. So that is why Pakistan also, they are not going to do anything. And also one interesting thing is Pakistan is sending the whenever they send some representatives to USA or Russia or anywhere, they are within Pakistan, they'll have different districts, right? Like POK is also one of their districts, the Gilgit Baltistan area. So there they'll have a representative, a president or someone. That is the person being sent into different countries, okay, for the meeting. They are not sending the prime minister or president, they are sending this representative, so that in their talks and all in between they'll bring out the Kashmir issue. Okay, like we are living there, the Indian army is torturing us, simply fake stories they'll tell, and they are doing this kind of thing. So they also in Taliban, no good way, nothing is going to change. Okay, so that is one point about Pakistan. Russia is not there in the bipolar world now. Okay, earlier it was USA, Russia, but now if you see, it is USA on one side and China on the other side. Russia is just like a supporter of everyone in an equal way. So they are not capable also, and they are not interested also to go and repair any problem in Taliban. Okay, now Iran is another one who is not capable to fight against China or something. Okay, if anything is there, they are not going to support India and tell, okay, let's go and repair everything in this thing. They will also support because they also need investment from here and there, because Iran already has problem with US and all. So they will be little more favorable to China. Okay, then Central Asian countries, again, not capable of doing anything. So if you see the neighborhood, extended neighborhood of Afghanistan, only India is there who can do something. Okay, but they are in a catch, the spelling mistake, catch 22 situation. Catch 22 situation is a like English term. That's the heading of the editorial also. It's like a dilemma or a difficult circumstances, meaning you are like conflicting interest, whether I should go and help or whether I should keep quiet or whether I should support someone. You are in a completely dilemma kind of situation. Okay, so catch 22 situation of India in Afghanistan can be your potential mains question. Okay, so for that, this article will be helpful for you. So read the original article from Hindu. I am just made it easy for you. Okay, like what is covered. These are the gist of the entire article. Okay, because India want to do things there, but it has to think whether we should actually invest more money into that place, because even if we give food or anything, what is the guarantee that it reaches the people? These Taliban people will take it and maybe sell it to somewhere else, or maybe use it for themselves or store it in godowns. They are not going to reach it to the people. Okay, because they don't have any intention of developing the place. Okay, so that is why this interesting article I felt, because it's an international one, GS2 portions. Okay, Now, the last article is S-400. Okay, there's something called this missile system like this. Okay, and government, Modi government has already bought it, and the first delivery is going to come this week. I think it already came, and December, I think Russian this Putin is also coming to India, so there is a visit also. So India, Russia is looking in a very good light, right? So this obviously USA will not like and did not like. Not like now is a new government, Joe Biden, but that time when Trump was there, he was not in favor. There is an act also. I'll tell you here. If you see, countering America's adversaries through sanction act. Okay, CAATSA. There is a CAATSA act in USA 2017 which was passed during Trump's time. That is, anybody who's tried to have more contracts, more defense this thing and all with Russia, North Korea or Iran, then USA will put sanctions on that country. Okay, so India does a lot of oil trade with Iran. India has a lot of trade with Russia. With North Korea, we don't have much anything significant. But Russia and Iran is important for us. So when this kind of sanction is put, it's a problem. Okay, so that is what is being telling here. India, now under the new leadership, Modi government, we are not caring about such sanctions which USA is telling. Even if they tell USA, why they are telling? Because every transaction usually happens in dollars. So USA has the right to do the banning also. So now what they'll do, they will do the defense thing in the rupee system. Okay, here if you see rupee ruble system. Ruble is Russia's currency, rupee is India's currency. So we will still do our thing. We cannot simply listen to USA because USA is like cannot command a country like India. Okay. If China they are afraid of, they should be afraid of India also. India is such a big country, the biggest democracy. So you have to listen to us also. So Indian government is not going to listen to all these sanctions. We are not cannot be threatened just like that, and we will continue to do this. Okay, wherever we want, and even Iran, we will keep doing the oil trade. This is what India's message is there. Okay, so here if you see, USA has a choice not to allow the S-400 delivery to turn into a showdown with India. Okay, these are what they're telling. In Trump's time, it was like that. But US President knew, and Joe Biden, he know if we do something, then it will spoil the India-US relation because USA is a very important. Sorry, India is a very important partner. Be it the Indo-Pacific region, the Quad, or even countering China, for everything, USA needs India. Okay, even trade, if USA, I think India is having trade surplus with USA. Okay, it's not like deficit. So overall, India-USA relation is very important for USA more than it is important for India. Okay, so that is why all these things cannot now change. And so this article name itself is like more than a waiver. Okay, USA actually they have a option like, okay, we'll give a waiver to India. Okay, in certain cases for national some strategy related thing or something related, we can give a waiver. Okay, but India is not looking for a waiver. India is openly telling that we will do our trade wherever we want, whichever is feeling comfortable for us and which is economical for us. Okay, because our growth we have to see. So that is how this entire article is favoring a foundation for this thing, India USA relationship. Okay, it is more than a waiver. We will do whatever we want. So it's a good article for India's relationship. So again, this articles today's were not very important compared to yesterday. But again, I hope you got points. Okay, important points. And please come and join every places what is mentioned here. If you are not in touch with me on WhatsApp, we will not be able to help you. Okay, because every single day my students who are sincere are getting the video links, are getting the needed guidance, and they are studying. Okay, so please do that. And the next step is a very serious aspirant. Please enroll to test series also. Okay, detail and all, it's there in our WhatsApp again. Come and contact us. So subscribe and study well. I'll come up with the next episode. Thank you and have a nice day.